I wanted to try something a little bit newer on my channel, and I wanted to show you a creative week with me, things that I do during my week, little snippets, working in my journal, working on projects, so it's not just one video of one project. I work on creative things the entire week. If it's not in my bed, it's on the couch, it could be at my desk, you name it, I'm probably working on something. When my kids walk out the door to go to school, that is when I have to start doing something. And here you can see me working in my journal on my bed basically. I open up the curtains so that the sunlight comes in, and this is done once all the kids' stuff is done, their lunches, their homework, their readers. I'll sit down, open the curtains and just journal in the morning sun. And this is me colouring in the day of my Christmas planner. Basically, I am trying so hard to get all our stuff done before Christmas. A lot of the times I work in my studio. This is my normal filming setup, and as you can see, I'm chatting to my mum on Skype. I make sure that my hands are doing something the entire time while I'm talking to my mum, and Raven likes to interrupt every now and again as well. I think the way to be creative is to constantly be creative. It's just something that happens. You have to always be moving so that the cogs in your mind can think of new ideas. You have to push out the old ideas so new ideas can come in. And the only way to do that is to keep creating. And I'm a firm believer in forward motion when it comes to creating. And if you're always working the cogs of your mind, it means that new ideas have the ability to come in, and so you're not stuck and stagnant. Now, you see me colouring in an insert here from Yellow Paper House, and I'm actually working on an idea to alter a colouring in book and turn it into a journal, because once you finish colouring in an insert, there's nothing really left to do, is there? So I'm trying to work out a way to turn it into something more than just a finished colouring in book. So I have a lot of colouring in ahead of me, and that's okay. And this is something I'm working on for you guys with sprays and acetate and playing around. I hope that this shows you just a little bit of what I do, and I will be back tomorrow with more snippets for you guys. So I'll talk a little bit more about what's going on tomorrow. All right. Okay, as you can see, I am working on my brother-in-law's guest book, and this is just another project that I'm taking on, and I'm the creative one in our family art-wise, and so I offered to make their guest book a little bit more colourful and personal, and we've got Instax photos that guests are going to take of themselves and then write their messages in there. So I had to pull together photographs and project life cards and just basically create something a little bit personal, a little bit fun, as a gift to them on their wedding day. So this is me basically playing around, and as you saw at the front cover, I made a mistake, and creating is not perfection. It is literally playing and trying and testing, and I do make mistakes. You just don't normally see them on film. So this is me painting colour swatches for my watercolour video that's coming up for you guys. I've offered to take the Etsy photos for my colour palettes that I have created for my Etsy lady, and so I have to make swatches so that I can create a unique sort of photograph for her listing. That's kind of my style and has a little bit of me to it. So I sat down and I painted long colour swatches, and then I'll sit there and hexagon punch them all out. And this is another thing that you're continuously creating. You're not going to be sitting there drawing and drawing for hours, but your hands are moving and they're creating colourful things, and you know, it becomes a habit. And I truly believe that if you create every day, even for just 10 minutes, you're creating a wonderful habit, and art block will be something that doesn't happen to you because you're constantly creating. You don't have time for an art block. So there's quite a lot of this footage, so I might speed up the swatching. I also have snippets of a art journal video that I'm working on, and you'll probably see bits and pieces of that too. This was one day. I went from project to project to project, and probably later on tonight I'll sit and journal on the couch just to do something for myself, because if I don't do something for myself, then I will burn myself out, and that's never a fun thing. Here I'm actually filming a video for you guys, but I might actually refilm it when the sunlight in the studio is a little bit better. And I'm talking to you about my art journal, my sewing book art journal. And I want to do a series where I create another one of these, but create it on film so you can see the process behind how I got to where I got. And this art journal has become one of my signature books, and the one of the things that I get talked and asked questions about the most. So I wanted to sort of show you guys that I'm going to create another one, and you know, we can do it together. So this was another project on the same day as everything else, as I was just trying to get as many things done in the one day, because I only literally have 5.5 hours a day when my kids are at school, and I have 1,000,001 things on my to-do list. So I go from being mom to artist to YouTuber to house cleaner, and then overnight time I am the wife, and sometimes I'm a journaler at night if I'm not too tired. So I hope this little snippet of, you know, bits and pieces of a few days in my life is to show you that I don't sit at my desk and draw constantly for hours, but my mind is continuously thinking of new ideas, and it's wanting to express myself in different ways. It's helping family members with, you know, something that I have inside me that I quite like to share. And I'm not quite sure if this video would be of any interest to you guys, but I thought it'd be interesting even for myself to watch how I work and see it on film, basically. So if this is something you'd like to see as a weekly feature where I show snippets of all the different things that I probably wouldn't show on camera, and impart some creative wisdom, then leave a comment below and tell me if this is the sort of thing that you find interesting. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will be back with another video soon, and you'll probably get to see this journal video with my talking, because there is talking through this. Have a wonderful week, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!